Okay, hello, welcome. Let's get started. I'm Stavros Gadinis. I'm the faculty director of the Berkeley Center for Law and Business, and it's my privilege to welcome you today to the 2025 Berkeley Forum on Corporate Governance. This is a very important year to come here and to be doing this forum, and that's, the evidence for that is that I'll have to change my syllabus, which, you know, it's the one thing professors never like to do, but I will have to do it after this year because so many things are changing. So we're bringing back some of our favorites in this forum. We'll have a discussion with the Delaware judges because we need to get updated on all the many changes in Delaware from them. We'll also have a discussion of the deals world and what's going there. And of course, we'll have Jamie Lee's book interview, which is one of the highlights of this forum. And this year, we'll bring in the human component in this conversation. But in addition to these established and discussions that you may remember from previous years, there are so many changes this year. AI, of course, has come into full force, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about geopolitics and all the changes they are forcing into the market. We're going to talk about viral moments, of which we see more and more, and we're very excited about these. And we're also going to talk about changes in the regulatory environment that come with the new administration. So thank God we have a very deep reserves in the Berkeley Law faculty to bring all these topics to you. So I'm very grateful to all my colleagues that are going to be participating today. I'm really grateful to the Cooley team for sponsoring this and helping us bring this to you one more year. And I'm also very keen on maintaining our ranking as A+ for business law at the National Jurist. So I think you'll all help us do that today. Thank you very much. Jamie.
Good morning. It's really an honor to see everybody here in person and virtually as well. Thanks for joining us. As Stavros mentioned, it's a really important time, and it's an honor from the Cooley firm to be able to join with Berkeley and the team to get to you guys in real time. Please remember that there are breaks and lots of snacks and a big, huge room for you to connect. Not that every single panel isn't worth your time and attention, but part of the reason that we're here today is to remember that the practice of law and the practice of business is a human endeavor. And so as much as we can continue to evolve and commit to our communities, the more we foster senses of belonging and commitment to one another, I think the better we will do in these changing times. And a quick plug for my book talk. I'm so excited to talk to David Coe about all things mindfulness, meditation, and his own journey as the CEO of Calm. But more important, right after that is cocktail hour. So in the keeping with the theme of belonging, please make sure that you take advantage of the times in the schedule to connect. Thanks again for being here.
Good morning. I'm so glad to see everybody today, and I'm really thankful that Cooley and Berkeley partner on such a terrific event, especially in such transformative times. And I think my goal for all of you, whether you're an in-house practitioner or a director or a member of a management team, is that this might give you a little bit of a break from the blocking and tackling, which I know all of you have to do in this kind of ever-changing, demanding, and challenging environment, to kind of step back, be a little more strategic, listen to some of our speakers, think a little bit more academically, not just kind of, oh shit, what's coming at me. And really then, of course, take away something actionable. But we've got some really great topics thinking about, how do you oversee AI as a board? What does it mean to be a director with those sorts of capabilities? How do you think about shareholder engagement as more of a strategic exercise rather than something kind of perfunctory? What does reputation management mean from a governance perspective? So I think you'll get a lot out of the speakers today, and thank you for coming.
I could not add more to already what's been said. So hi, everyone. I'm Angeli Patel. I'm the Executive Director of the Berkeley Center for Law and Business. And it is truly such an honor to partner up with Cooley each year to bring this conversation forward. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Beth, for your thought partnership on building out this year's agenda. Every year, what this forum represents for us anyway is a culmination of everything we've seen from an academic perspective take place in the corporate world, and a little bit of what we predict could be the tone for 2026. So as much as we spend a lot of time thinking about these topics, I hope that in the breaks that Jamie mentioned or in the cocktail hour, you come to us and tell us what you're seeing, because it does in fact shape how we build out maybe for 2026. It's such an honor to have the Cooley team, specifically Joey, Lauren, Nick, Mandy, your support in putting this together. Also from Berkeley, as what we call ourselves, it's a cute name, Kuhu, Alexis, and Valerie. And you'll see throughout the discussions today and tomorrow, so many of the experts are actually folks who are either leading the most newsworthy deals or the newsworthy topics and cases. Some of these folks are themselves in the news. It's not an easy task to come up on stage and actually share your knowledge as you're going through the knowledge. So it's something that we're very proud and honored to have on this stage is our speakers. So thank all of you, speakers who are in the audience. We very much appreciate you being here. I couldn't continue this without actually thanking our sponsors. They sustain us as a center. They sustain this event every year. If you enjoy meeting each other, it's in part because we have such a great roster of people who support us. So I'm going to list out some of their names. Thank you to our sponsors, Bernstein, Litowitz, Berger, and Grossman, Davis Polk, Fenwick, FGS Global, Gibson Dunn, Gladstone Place Partners, Joel Frank, PJT Camberview, Thomson Reuters, and Wilson Sonsini. We couldn't do this without you. I also want to thank our contributing organizations. And this year we have Delaware ADR, Latham & Watkins, McKinsey Partners, Morris Nichols, Arston Tunnel, Potter Anderson, Richard Leighton and Finger. And I know, I'm going to take a breath. SRS Acquiom, Weil, and Young Conaway. And of course, the famous cocktail hour, which I'm sure you're already looking forward to. This year is actually sponsored by the Secretary of State of the state of Delaware, and we're very excited to have them. So with that, one last logistical note for all of you, and I know you're gonna ask this question, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. MCLE, you can scan the QR code at the table outside. Please do so before you leave, because we cannot retroactively do anything. And tomorrow will be a different code, so don't assume that it's the same code for both days. But there's a table out there. They'll answer all of your questions. We're very excited to have you. Why don't we put our hands together to kick off this wonderful event?